What's up, everybody? This is Podcast Gameoverse, episode 107 for Saturday, July the 2nd. I am Wasabi Ice Cream, joined as always by my dude, Rick. What's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm excited. I played a lot of games in these last couple weeks. I can't wait to start talking about them. Nintendo just had a showcase, and I can't wait to talk about some of the stuff on that showcase. But let's start where we always start, man. Tell the people what you've been playing.
I finished the Quarry.
You finished the core. What'd you think?
I finished the Quarry with my girlfriend, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah? About
Yes.
as much or more than Until Dawn?
About as much as Until Dawn and their other games. I feel like they're all enjoyable experiences, just for like different reasons. You end up like the character progression, like some characters you start to hate, but then you're like, you know what, I kind of like this guy. um yeah, so there were like a couple characters in particular that really, once you spend more time with them, they're like, okay, I really like this guy.
Yeah.
But some things I didn't like about it were the QTEs. The QTE stuff in this game, I don't know when they shifted between like doing button stuff or making it more difficult or not difficult. They're easy as fuck in this game.
Oh,
To
yeah?
the point where it's I'm just gonna it's not really a spoiler just to say it's all thumbstick shit. It's all left, right, up, down on the thumbstick. You never have to hit any buttons. You never have to do anything more complicated than left, down, up, right on the thumbstick. So
That's a little upsetting.
the problem with that is there's moments in the game where it's like, do you want to take the easy path or do you want to take the difficult, more short path? And you're gonna choose a difficult path, quote unquote difficult path every time, because you already know the QTE is gonna be some up, down, left, right, easy fucking shit, and it's never gonna be more complicated than that. Or it's up, down, left, right, or you mash the A button. It's always the A button. It's never anything else. So
Oh, man. I remember, Until Dawn, I would be like, oh, hold the right trigger and then slowly pull the
yeah,
left trigger and then hit. You had these crazy things that were fucking intense,
yeah,
and that was part of the appeal of the game is not losing your shit and fucking it up. So
yeah.
it's kind of a bummer that's kind of lost with this one.
Um, the soundtrack fucking blows, dude. There's
Really?
times in this game where it's licensed music, so there's times where something will happen, and it's a horror game, but you get these fucking somber indie folk songs that come in at the weirdest moments. You're like, what the fuck is this soundtrack, dude? It's weird as fuck. It's super out of place music for what's supposed to be a campy horror game. It's I don't know. It was not great. Not great. Soundtrack blows.
A bummer.
And then when you inspect things, you have to inspect them multiple times to actually read the text that's on the thing you're looking at. You'll inspect it once and then your character will pick it up and go, huh, that's crazy. And then they'll put it down and then they'll turn around so that you don't even know what the fuck they just read. So you have to turn your character back around and then pick the thing back up so you can actually read what the fuck you just picked up. You have to do that every fucking time. Every single time it does that. And it's annoying as shit. So, other than that, it's a very good game. When you finish the game, when you finish the game, it lets you replay it with the option to rewind any deaths. So, if a character dies, it lets you rewind and kind of retry whatever you fucked up to 3 times. So, our playthrough, we only had 3 deaths, and we didn't replay it, but we were like, yeah, maybe someday we'll go back and try to retry and fix the mistakes. There are, I think, they love to say that there's like hundreds of endings, but I think there's only really like two distinct endings. I'm not gonna spoil what that is, but I think in reality there's really like two real endings. So, but yeah, very enjoyable game. I enjoyed it all the way through. So that's
Good. I'm glad you liked it. I gotta check it out because I really liked Until Dawn, and I really want to check it out. I haven't played anything after Until Dawn though, but most people tell me they're kind of hit and miss. But I've heard good things about the Quarry so far.
yeah, yeah. I think all their stuff is pretty consistently okay. Like if you like that type of thing, they do hit the spot. Um, yeah, the Quarry does have. My girlfriend was like on it. She was like fucking in detective mode the entire time, like picking up
Yeah.
on everything. Whereas me, I'm a dumb fuck, just like yeah, you might be right about that, but I don't know. And then yeah, she was like right about everything. So there's like
That's really cool.
yeah, there's definitely a thing happening that if you pick up on it, you're like, oh yeah, yeah, okay, they were doing that from the beginning. Um,
I really want to play it now. That's cool. I'll add it to my list. Anything else you've been playing?
Steam Deck. I want to talk about the Steam Deck real quick
Did you get one?
because okay, so here's the thing. Okay,
Oh, here we go.
my Steam Deck is ready. Okay, it's ready to be
Okay.
purchased, and
Exciting.
I'm not gonna purchase it.
The fuck? Why?
I no longer want this. The wait for the Steam Deck has made me no longer want a Steam Deck because now there are like several other options on the table, and the future that the Steam Deck promised is looking like the future that I don't want.
Yeah,
Just
can you
in
go into more
terms of
detail? Like,
mainly for me is I want something that can fit in my fucking pocket. You know what I mean? It's the whole reason that like I've had a Nintendo Switch and I mainly use it in portable mode, but I don't like take it with me anywhere because I don't even play it. Is because I'm only gonna play it at home. I'm not gonna take it with me anywhere. And if I'm home, I have a PC and a PS4 and like I have stuff at home that if I'm just home, I might as well just load that shit up and play those. So I feel like the Steam Deck's gonna be the same thing for me, where it's just too big for me to really take anywhere without throwing it in a backpack or something. I don't want to take a backpack anywhere with me if I'm just going like downtown or something. So I feel like I just want something small that I can fit in my
not
pocket.
me. Not me. Like,
Yeah.
I just spent the last like 20 minutes bitching about how bad my eyes are. Like, I'm fine with a bigger screen.
Yeah.
Um, I take my Switch with me everywhere, but I do kind of like a goofy thing with it. My wife like teases me about it, but I don't give a fuck. I bought like I got that hard shell like case for my Switch, you know, that zip up one, and I clipped a carabiner to it, and I snapped that carabiner on like the loops on my jeans, and I carry it around like that. So it's hanging from
That's
my waist. Yeah, I know
insane.
it looks goofy. It looks goofy, but people give me shit for it, but I don't care. Like it doesn't fit in my pocket, so that's why I'm gonna carry it around. And honestly, I like the size because again, I was just bitching about how bad my eyes are, so I like how big it is. But yeah, I could see like the appeal. Did you see anything like any alternatives with the smaller screen size or smaller
Not
portable size?
not anything with a smaller size, but there's already like devices coming out that are more
Yeah,
powerful than the Steam Deck. Granted, they're gonna be more expensive, but
yeah.
like AMD already has like a new chip out, and they're already more powerful than the Steam Deck. So there's already like more portable devices. Like there's just like a lot of options, and they run Windows and shit, so you can kind of just they're more versatile.
Yeah.
Um, that's why I'm like looking at the Steam Deck. Like I could get this right now, but I feel like in like once like there's still the Steam Deck is still like in develop. I feel like the Steam Deck is like early access right now, to where if I get one, I'm gonna get fucked on like the early buyers fucking.
Well, that's like most hardware, isn't it? Like a
It
year
is,
later, there's like a fancier.
yeah. But I'm
like
only thinking
sweet
about
or
this
normal.
because it's only happening now because I had to wait for it so long.
Yeah,
That now that it's available to me, I'm like, I've had the time to like
yeah. Maybe now
contemplate
it's
all
time to
my
wait.
options.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
I
see what you
haven't.
mean. Now that you waited so long, there's like stuff around the corner
Yeah, yeah.
that you should wait on. No, I get it. That makes sense.
So, um, I'm uh, I'm not gonna buy one. So
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't.
been going back and forth on one. I want to get one. Honestly, like I'd rather get like a Steam Deck or any other Steam Deck equivalent device over like a PS5 or something.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I still don't have a PS5. But like, what I'm more looking at, there are smaller options. Like, there's like Android handhelds that do
Yeah,
fit in your pocket, and those do most of what. Because what I mostly want to do is like emulators and shit. Like, I just want to play
yeah,
like N64 games and like PS2 games and shit like that. And those Android handhelds can do all of that shit. They can do even like GameCube and Wii, and some of them can even do like Switch.
okay.
Uh, that stuff's still early on the Android, but it's like they're getting there. So the Steam Deck, really the only thing is like my Steam library. There's all those like small indie games that I really want to
Yeah,
play. Whereas like I don't want to like play them on like my powerful PC. I'd rather just have something small to load those up on.
yeah.
And yeah, there's just the deck is just not, it's just not gonna really be, it's not the best option for me in terms of
I hear you. Oh, that
those
makes
type of
sense.
games. Yeah.
That makes sense. I've gone back and forth on one. I want to get one. Honestly, if it supported Game Pass, I probably would have bought it like they
Yeah. Yeah.
like Game Pass is like such a huge sell for me, which I'll go over in a little bit later. But yeah, and that's like one thing that bums me out is like I can't play any of my Game Pass games on it.
Yeah. So I will continue to wait for something smaller and
Yeah,
more powerful. Not more powerful, but more powerful than like the Android shit that exists
yeah.
right now. And we'll get there.
I've
I give it
played
another
like
year.
I've been playing quite a bit of games, man. Like I
You
picked
get that
up
Sunbreak?
I did. I got Sunbreak. I had to work the fucking day it came out. So like I was up till I already go to bed late anyway. So I was up till like 2 in the morning playing it. It came out like at midnight. So I played it for about 2 hours and I went to bed. And then right after that, the next morning I had to work all day. The whole day I was fucking thinking about it. But yeah, I played the shit out of it when it came out, dude. When I finally had time to actually sit and play it. It's so good. I fucking love. I make no secret that I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. So
Yeah.
Sunbreak is just more Monster Hunter. It's more monsters, higher ranked monsters. So even the monsters you've already fought are gonna be a little bit faster. They're gonna have different animations you got to watch out for, different attacks got to watch out for. All my gear, it's like useless now. So I'm basically starting over again because I gotta craft new gear from these stronger monsters. Which any other game would sound boring, but I fucking love the grind in Monster Hunter, so I don't mind it. And on top of that, they added so many great quality of life changes. I could run on walls without having to use my wire bugs now, which isn't going to make sense if you've never played the game, but it's a huge deal to the game now. It's so much easier to deal with. I don't have to worry about having a. I can swap out my skills on the fly now. So previously, you had different skills you had to work with, right? And it was some skills had a utility to them, but because of that, they got rid of another skill you had. So, like my switch axe, for example, I have a move that lets me like kind of stab forward with my attack really quick, with my axe really quick, which is great because I can combo that into something else. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's a good opener. I can swap that out for an overhead strike that does like 3 times the damage, but it's got more wind up, and now I don't have the utility of having that start up to my combos anymore. Now with the scroll system, I can swap between those on the fly, which is
That.
fucking great. Opens up to like so many possibilities now and how I can fight and how I can build up my character. And it's So good. I can't describe how much fun I'm having with this. Every time a Monster Hunter game comes out, I dump a ton of hours into it. I obsess over it till I finish it. Same thing when a new expansion comes out, I do the same thing. And honestly, even now, I'm like thinking about it. I really, really want to get back into it. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't played Monster Hunter yet, Monster Hunter Rise is a great way to start. And if you pick it up right now, I think it's on sale right now for like $30 on Steam and on
Yeah,
PC. So go check it out. And all of them come with the black belt equipment, which is like really high level armor that'll help boost you through the main game until you get to the Sunbreak content. So that's a good way to start and get into it. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. I've been playing that a lot lately, and I really, really liked it. I can't wait to start getting into some of the stronger monsters. The the Malzeno is a brand new monster. It's a title monster of this expansion. I can't wait to try that. It's like some big vampire dragon thing. The Gormagal is back from Monster Hunter 3, so I can't wait to fuck that. Or no, Monster Hunter 4, so I can't wait to fuck that guy up. The Daimyo Hermitar was like the starting monster for this new game, so I had a lot of fun fucking him up. It's good, dude. It's fun. I can't describe how much fun it is. Like if you get it, you get it. And Monster Hunter is amazing. And I've been playing the shit out of that, so I can't wait to get back into it.
you're playing on
Um,
Switch though, right?
I'm playing on Switch, yeah. That's what I bought it on. I have like 200 hours in the game on Switch, so I want to pick it up on Steam. I will one day, so I can play it with you. But Monster Hunter, dude, Monster Hunter's a grind, dude. So if I started over, well, with the black belt armor, the grind won't be so bad. So maybe I can pick it up sooner than I thought. But yeah, I definitely recommend it, dude. If you're even thinking about trying Monster Hunter Rise is a great entry point for it. I would argue World is a good entry point too, the one that came out before it, but this is the new hotness. Just go pick that up.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe if
Yeah, I've
there's
been playing.
anyone
Yeah,
listening or watching and wants to get in on some Monster Hunter, I'm thinking about grabbing this. Well, I've been thinking about grabbing it for a while, and it's like $30 now. So
do it,
I wanna
do
jump
it,
into it.
do it.
But
If you do,
I need
buy it and
some.
stream it, like I'll watch you.
Yeah, I need some people to join me. I need some hunters.
I fucking hate that this game isn't crossplay, dude. I hate it so much.
Yeah,
Like, in the year of our Lord 2022, why the fuck isn't Monster Hunter crossplay? It makes no goddamn sense.
maybe they'll get there eventually because they do
I
have
hope
parity.
so.
They have release parity now, at least with PC and Switch. Is it only on PC and Switch? It's not on anything
It is
else yet.
only on PC and Switch, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's something I was not expecting. Sorry, that's my food crackling. But yeah, something I wasn't expecting either is to just release it on those systems. Monster Hunter's always been like not a Nintendo property, but it's had heavy ties to Nintendo because when they started releasing new games, they were always on Nintendo systems, starting with like three. They would
Yeah.
release on the ever since like three, they started releasing on the 3DS and the Wii U, and just releasing on Nintendo systems after that.
Well, they release on whatever is like the most selling. Like they're trying to hit the widest audience possible without having to port to every console. So I think Nintendo's been that for a while, where it's like, yeah, it has the biggest audience and they fucking love it. And
Yeah,
then
the
now
last
PC.
one, yeah, the last game to come out like multi-platform was like World.
Yeah,
Before that, it was like strictly 3DS.
yeah.
You know,
And
there's some
World
spin-off
was,
games. I think like Freedom Online was like Xbox 360 in Japan or something, but who cares about that? Um,
yeah. Well, because it's been like PSP for like they have been like Sony for a while,
yeah, it
and
was
then they're
PSP
like,
like up until three. Well, the three came out on the Wii, and then three Ultimate was on the 3DS and Wii U.
yeah,
And then the Wii U was the Wii U, so they stopped on that. It was strictly 3DS, like up until World. And this game is great. Like I love Monster Hunter. I've been playing Monster Hunter since I played Freedom on the PSP. That's where I got my first start in Monster Hunter. I
Yeah.
didn't get really into Monster Hunter until like 3 Ultimate on the Wii U and 3DS. That's when I really got into it. My brothers all bought copies. We all had 3DSs. We all played the shit out of that. And I've bought every Monster Hunter game, every subsequent game since then, and I fucking love it. I'm a huge Monster Hunter fan. If you pick it up, like I can't justify buying a copy on PC yet,
Yeah.
but I'll watch you. I'll give you some tips. You know, I'll keep you company in the chat if you stream it. But yeah, I've been playing the shit out of that, which was great game. I'm so happy I have a game I could like really sink my time into. Which kind of came at a bad time because in the wait for Monster Hunter, I did pick up a couple games I got back into. I'm basically dropping those now that Monster Hunter is out. Um, I picked up East, is it 8? Lacrimosa of Dana, which is a lot of fun. I picked that up on Switch. It was on sale for like $20. And I picked that up like leading up to Monster Hunter, and that's a lot of fun. I never really played East except for Arc of Nafitsam on the PSP. I played that a little bit, but then didn't really get into it. But Lacrimosa of Dana is a lot of fun. Like it's really action heavy, which is what I like about it. It's very simple action. Like think of it like the Tales of games,
Yeah.
but it's a lot snappier. Like a lot snappier. Like you know, there's not like a fucking battle screen you have to like get into. You just fight in the world, and it does a lot of the same things Tales does, but like better. I'll argue. It's a
Yeah. It
lot
looks better.
faster. Yeah, it's a lot faster. It's a more snappy. It's got very reactive commands, so you can do like a dodge roll, and if you time it perfectly, you get a bonus. You move faster for a couple of seconds, and your attacks come out more quickly and do a little bit more damage too. So kind of like Breath of the Wild, it's like perfect dodge mechanic, it's perfect dodge mechanic. But you also have not a guard really, because you hold the right trigger. And what's cool with that is that's the button you hold to bring up your special abilities. So when you hold that, it changes your face buttons to your special attacks. But for the second when you tap it, there's like a ring that glows around you. If an enemy hits you right when you activate that ring, you do a parry. And on that parry, for a set time limit, you don't move faster, but your attacks don't use up energy and all your hits are critical. So you kind of have to think like, do I want to dodge this hit and get like faster attacks, or do I want to, you know, parry it and then my attacks are more powerful? I don't have to use MP and I can build up my break gauge faster. Which the break gauge, once you do enough damage to an enemy, you break them, and after they're broken, you do more damage to them, and your companions can damage them. So what's cool with this game is like a rock paper scissors system. Most enemies are weak to slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning. And coincidentally, that's what each of your characters do. But you can swap between on the fly. It's really quick. You push a button, boom, you're another character. And if you do enough damage, like let's say an enemy is weak to slashing, you do enough damage to them. As soon as you break them, then your piercing character or bludgeoning character can do normal damage to them. Because until then, if they were not weak to it, you were doing like very little, maybe 1 to 2 damage. But once you break them with the right character, your buddies can do a lot of damage to them. Which so you really wanna hit those weaknesses. And you know, again, parrying, you build up that break gauge faster. So there's incentive there to like do the more risky parry versus dodging. And it's all really, really fast. Like the game asks a lot of you to like react quickly and attack, think your moves out. I've done some really cool shit that I didn't mean to do, just reacting to the game, which is a lot of fun. Honestly, I'm a little pissed off that like everyone talks about Tales of as the Tales series as being these like great action RPGs when East is doing the same thing, but in my opinion, a lot better. The game even
Yeah.
rewards you for like doing really well. So like if you there are some attacks that can like launch enemies in the air. If you do aerial attacks, you can get more XP at the end of the kill. And if you kill an enemy with a skill, so your skills use MP, if you kill an enemy with them, you do a skill finish, and you get back half of the MP you use for that skill if you kill an enemy with it. So there's incentive to like not just mash buttons, but like to think about what skills you want to use, when to use them, when to dodge, when to parry, what character to use at the right time. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot more fun with it than I thought I was going to. The whole
Yeah.
backdrop of the game is you're deserted on an island. So as you're traveling through the game, it's like a Metroidvania. It's very open, but you have to. A lot of the areas are segmented off. So they'll be like, oh, there's a tree blocking this way. I need like 8 survivors to help me move this tree. So you got to search the island, find people, bring them back to camp. Once your camp has enough people, you can move that tree, continue forward, and you can unlock other abilities. Like I unlocked a glove that lets me climb up vines and stuff. So already like the map like doubled in size. Now these vines I was walking past that I couldn't climb, now I can climb them. So if you like that exploration too, this game does it very well. It's not a huge open world. You're stranded to this one island, but it's packed up with so much stuff, and you're gonna start memorizing the layout too, which is what I really like about it. I prefer a smaller world I can memorize versus like this big world where I can just run into whatever I want to. I prefer a smaller, more focused area. At least I do. And this game hits all those boxes, man. Again, like I don't understand why. Don't get me wrong. The new Tales of game. What's the new Tales of game? Tales of
I don't even
God, what's the
remember.
newest?
But remember I said like that game is like it feels like it's stuck in the past. It just feels like it hasn't advanced at all between any of like where it used to be. It's aside from like graphically it looks way better, but gameplay
Yeah,
wise it's like the same old shit. And I was like I'm like tired of it.
yeah.
Whereas this seems like it like looks and feels like a PS2 game, but modernized and like with a way faster pace than
Oh yeah, it's very very refined. Like they're not going to see like these very complicated animations and stuff.
yeah
Like and that's one thing I'll admit the Tales of games have is they have these really they have much more refined animations. But
presentation.
with yeah, the presentation's a lot better. But with this though, the gameplay is great. It's really snappy. It's really fast. It's really aggressive. And you're reacting to a lot of things too. Like you're choosing when to dodge, when to parry, what characters to use. You're constantly like thinking and moving and reacting, and it's a lot of fun. Holy shit, it's so much fun, and I like it a lot. Like there's even stuff I haven't even touched on yet. Like you can do these challenges to like have waves of enemies come at you, where you defend your village from them. There's a lot to it that I'm
Oh
really
my god,
liking.
there's fishing.
And there's fishing, and there's this bird you can feed your fish to, and if you feed him enough different species of fish, he gives you items. Like everything in this game like works really well together, and I really like when I'm playing it.
I need to
I
get this
picked it
game.
up. It's a lot of fun. I picked it up as like an interim game because until Monster Hunter came out, and I'm a little upset that like now that Monster Hunter is out, I'm gonna put this game on my back burner for a bit. But I am gonna get back into it. I really like what I'm playing so far, and definitely go pick it up, dude. It's a lot of fun. I've heard the newest one, Monstrum Nox, supposed to be really good too. It's a very similar combat system. I'll probably pick that up after this. I'm having so much fun with it.
Oh yeah, that one's
Um,
not even you're not even playing the latest one.
yeah, I'm not even playing the latest one. I'm having a blast with this. Um, I re-downloaded Skyrim.
Nice.
um,
What mods you
I
working on?
re-downloaded.
You got that
So
CBBE. You got that
I did. I did. I
okay.
downloaded that. But what's funny is that when I first downloaded it, I'm like, I'm gonna play it for a little bit, just to pass the time because I never actually beat Skyrim. I just play through it and then I get bored and I stop playing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder how long I can get into it like vanilla. I last like an hour. After
It's
an
not
hour, I went back to Nexus mods, download everything. I didn't know they changed the mod manager. I had to download a whole new mod manager. That's how long it's been since I
oh
played
you
it.
got that Vortex?
Yeah,
Yeah.
took me a minute to download that, get all the files running, especially since I have the Skyrim Special Edition. So I had to like download some like installer to make all the mods on the Nexus work for it. So that was kind
Yeah.
of a pain in the ass. But after that, I downloaded CBBE.
Yep.
I downloaded some texture mods. I downloaded the ultimate bug fix mod to fix some of the issues I was having. I downloaded the UI overhaul mod because the UI in Skyrim is fucking dog shit. Um, I just downloaded a bunch of shit to make the game work. And after that, I'm like, okay, this is the way God intended me to play Skyrim.
There's a new thing on Nexus called collections, to where you can just download an entire curated pack of mods that are pre-created by people, and you can just have an instantly fully modded out game by just a click of a button. It'll download everything you need and put it all in order and customize everything for you, so that all you have to do is just start the game, and all you already have like everything you need. So check that out. I think they put it just like, it's like a banner on top of the thing that says, "Hey, there's 600 collections. Check them out." And you can just get like some of them are simple, like, "Hey, these are just essential shits that you're gonna want." But some of them are like full out, like, "Here's 10,000 mods for your game, and it's preset and pre-configured," and it's a really good way to just jump in and just get something going.
Oh man, I
So
must have missed that because I went to the I just went to like the top rated of all time and just started like
don't do that, because the top mods are like not, there's like nothing wrong with them, but the top shit is going to be the top shit forever, because that's the default present, that's the default, like, you're not going to get any of the good shit. I'll just say that those are like the oldest shits that have been there for fucking years, and by default they're always presented to like the new people. So there's like new shit that's like so much better than that shit, but people don't know about them because the old shit just keeps getting fed and refed to people. So you're like you're missing out on like the actually good shit. But that's like, those are good starting points, but it's not. It's a problem with the way the Nexus presents the
I'll check it
like
out then. I'll see
mods
what
to
else
people.
there is because my big thing is like I don't want to put in like stuff that breaks the lore too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I still have this like fantasy that I'm gonna actually play the game and finish it, but I never do.
yeah,
um, so I want to download like Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, but I want to clean up some models, fix the UI, look at some titties.
definitely, definitely. Let me see if I can get the link for the collections thing, because
Yeah, for sure. I'll check them out so I can see what there is to like enhance my experience. I played that Game Pass last night, dude. I booted up Game Pass, and I before that though I finished. I played Outriders. I'm still playing Outriders a lot. Still a great game.
did you get the expansion?
No, I'm gonna get that later. I am gonna buy
Uh,
it later though when I'm done with Monster Hunter. Um, but yeah, I got to the end game of Outriders. I finally decked out my guy and like some great gear. I got a build going that's actually like killing shit really quickly and helps me keep up in like expeditions and stuff. So that's really cool. I'm basically like that same experience I get running rifts in Diablo. I'm doing that in Outriders. But I booted up Game Pass last night, and Far Cry 5 was on Game Pass. So I was like, fuck it. I'll download it, give it a try. I haven't played Far Cry
yeah.
since 3.
Okay.
Nobody told me Far Cry 5 was good.
It's good, but
It's really good.
the problem is there's just it's okay. Well, okay, what do you? Because you haven't played a Far Cry since 3, so
Yeah.
I think the problem with Far Cry is that they're just all the same. If you played 1, you've played all of them. So that was the problem with 5, is that, and 6, is that they're just the same thing again and again. So like once you've taken a breath from one, it's like Assassin's Creed. Like once you've taken a breather, you go back into it, and it's like, oh yeah, this is great. This is great. Like that's how I felt about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I was like, oh, this is great after having not played them for several games.
Yeah, and I think that's the experience I'm having because like between 3, the last Far Cry game I played was 3 and like Blood Dragon,
Yeah,
which was fun. And I didn't play 4, didn't play Primal, didn't play the sequel to 5, that spin-off, what was it, New Dawn or something, whatever.
yeah,
Um, but Far Cry 5 is like really, really good. It's a lot of fun. Like the stealth works a lot better in this one than I thought it did in 3. I like the melee weapons you can like cycle through now and equip. The shovel is overpowered as fuck. Oh my god. I throw like a goddamn spear and it kills everything in like one hit, and it's completely quiet too. My God, broken fucking weapon. Um, but my biggest thing with it is the companion system, the soldiers for hire. I was enjoying it a little bit because you start out with like a soldier to like kind of fuck around with. But right when the game opens up, you can like explore and go like save some people. And immediately I beeline to the dog. I really want the dog because I'm a dog guy.
Yeah.
And that dog totally changed the game, dude. As soon as I picked him up, he can sniff out people and mark them for you. Not just people, but like animals too. I didn't know that. I knew he would like scout people for me. I didn't know like animals and wildlife he would too. Because I was walking with him, he started growling, and I got a 3D audio headphones, so I heard where he was growling from. And I'm like, "What are you looking at, dude?" And I look over at him. He's growling at a bush. I look at the bush. There's a fucking deer in it, and he marked it for me. And I was like, "Oh, holy shit! I didn't know he can do that." And I can sick them on people too. So like, if there's like two guys, they're standing side by side, I'll sick them on one guy, and I'll take out the other guy with a bow and arrow, and it's totally quiet. Nobody hears it happen. It's so good. Like I'm having so much fun playing with them, and I can't wait. I know there's like a fucking bear you can get in the game. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
Um, but it's good. The gunplay is really, really good. The gunplay feels amazing. I don't like the game starts you out with like you can only hold two weapons at the start of the game, a long gun and your sidearm, and you can't swap out your sidearm for anything. So I'm basically having a pistol and one other gun. And with that pistol, it's a standard like 1911, but my long gun, I started out with an assault rifle, but I went to the bow and arrow, which is amazing. I love my bow and arrow. But it sucks that like I can't have like an assault rifle on the side too, when shit gets real. So I had to like invest a lot of points to my perks to make that happen. And another thing I like about the game too is that it kind of takes the Wolfenstein approach to how perks are handled, in the sense that you're not just like killing guys, doing missions, getting experience points to get level up. You're taking on challenges. So it's like, oh, kill 10 enemies with a headshot to get like this many
Yeah.
perk points. Have your dog kill this many guys to get this many perk points. So it forces you to like experiment, try out, oh, I got to kill 10 guys with a shotgun to get 3 perk points. I'll try out the shotgun. And it forces you to play with those weapons and unlock those perk points to level up your character, which I like a lot. Some people might not. Some people probably want to just grind it, do missions to get stuff. I don't mind that. And the missions and stuff are still there because when you do that, you build up your reputation. And when your reputation builds up, you can buy more equipment, get discounts at shops. So there's incentive to like do those side quests too, not just experience, which I think is a good middle ground for that. I love that. Um, I don't know if that's going to come back 6, but honestly, I'll probably just skip 6. If it's more or less the same, I'll probably wait till like 8 to get back into it. Dude, Far Cry 5 is a lot of fun. I had no fucking clue how much fun this game was. The world is realized very, very well. I think it takes place in Montana, right? And
Yeah.
the wilderness is there's a lot of attention to detail. Like, holy shit, this is a really pretty game. I had no idea like how vast the world was, how much foliage there is. When you go like an undergrowth, you get lost in the bushes. It's so there's a lot of attention to like detail here into how the environment's built, how the world looks. You can get a wingsuit to fly around. That feels fucking great to play around with. There's a lot here that I really really like. I only played it for a couple hours last night, but dude, I was having a blast. Um, the season pass is only like $10, so I might buy that too. I'm having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, dude, no one told me how good Far Cry 5 was. I had no idea how much this was. And I'm glad Game Pass is there to like let me try it because I would have never bought this game because I thought Far Cry 3 was okay. I didn't really want to play anything after that. So I would have never played this if it wasn't for Game Pass. And it's really quickly becoming one of my favorite games. It's so much fun. And I think that's it. That's all I've been playing. Like I said, I played through quite a few games the last couple weeks, but that's it for me. Let's get into the main story now. Nintendo just had a mini partner showcase on the 28th of June. And there's some shit here I wasn't expecting, man. They showed off the stuff you thought we knew that was coming. They showed off some
Yeah.
more Sunbreak, which was cool. But We also got some crazy announcements I wasn't expecting. Near Automata is coming to Switch October 6th. I didn't see that coming. I don't know about you, but I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, but it's good to just have that game on everything ever. So,
It's a good game. I never finished it, but it's a good game.
oh, you have to see. You don't know shit. You don't know
I
shit
don't know
yet, man.
shit. I got through. So I told you what happened. I got through the main campaign with 2B, and I played through the alternative campaign with 9S. Is that his name?
Yeah,
And I did all the side quests for it because I was super into the game. And then when it got to the third story with 2A, it takes place after everyone tells you that's where shit starts. That's where the shit gets real.
yeah,
That's when it becomes a near game. I hit a fucking game breaking glitch that wasn't spawning enemies in a certain mission, and I couldn't continue with the game. And I was so pissed off because I did everything. I did every side quest building up to that. And I was fucking pissed that I couldn't get past this. And it was right before the point, because after that point, you hit a point of where you can actually go back and replay scenarios. And since I never got to that point, I can't like reset it to see if I can clear up that game breaking bug. So I never got back into it. This was years ago. This happened to me. I want to do it again, and I will one day. I might pick it up on PC so I can like justify playing through it again. But yeah, that's why I never finished it. I will one day though. And it's on Switch. It's gonna be on Switch October 6th. Don't get me wrong, it's an older game. It came out like what, 2016, 2017? So it's probably gonna run on Switch fine, but like how well is that gonna run really, you know?
yeah.
Because
I would
it's
probably
a
be fine.
probably, but like it's a very action heavy game. So if it's running at like a sub 30,
Yeah,
that's gonna fuck with the game hard because that game needs to run at like 60. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining over nothing. It's still a good game, and it's gonna have exclusive content too. Some exclusive costumes are gonna be available for it that weren't available on other systems. So something to check out. If you haven't played Near yet, this is a great way to get into Near Automata. If you don't have any other systems to play it on. And what else did they announce?
Super Bomberman. I want to talk about Super Bomberman for a little
Oh
bit
yeah, go ahead.
because they canceled. So if you remember, Super Bomberman R was a launch game for the Switch,
Mm-hmm.
and it fucking sucked. Everyone hated it. Now me, I'm not the biggest Bomberman fan on the planet, but like I had a little bit of nostalgia for Bomberman. So when I saw this game, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude!" Uh, but no. So
No.
when they ended up canceling the Super Bomberman R like on all platforms like a month ago, I think. And you're like, okay, I guess we're just done with this. But now they're coming out with Super Bomberman R2, and all they've said about it is that I guess there's this new mode where it's like a asynchronous, not asynchronous, but what's the word for like there's like one guy versus everyone else, and they're trying to, I think they call it like kingdom mode or some shit.
Asymmetric is the term I'm looking for.
Asymmetric, yeah. Where I guess there's like a bunch of bombermen who are trying to like get treasure out of a castle, and one other bomberman tries to prevent them from doing that. So seems pretty cool, but I don't know why they had to make a whole new game for this. I feel like they could have just updated instead of canceling the old game. They could have just updated it, but I don't know.
Want that money, dude? It's that money.
Yeah, that Bomberman money, that hot Bomberman money. We know it's a gold mine, so let's just keep fucking milking it. They like ended up adding like weird characters to it too. Like you could play as like Snake. I think they had like some like wrestlers were in it. But yeah, so that's one. Then they had the Mega Man Battle Network collection.
Oh yeah, nobody was expecting that. Like,
Yeah, 10
uh,
games.
yeah,
I was
that is insane.
very much into these games on the GBA. I played the fuck out of. Like, I never finished one, but I played the fuck out of them for like years, and it's crazy that they're putting this collection out. I think it's gonna exist in like two separate packs. So like you have to buy both of them to get all the games.
Like the Mega Man X collection, they split that up into two like purchases.
Oh, they did that with that too?
Yeah. If you got the Mega Man X collection, they sold them in separate purchases. There's X1, which came with, I think it was like 1 through 4. And then X2 collection came with like 5 up or something
Shit.
weird like that. Yeah. So if they split it up like that, it's like, I'm not surprised. That's how they did it
Yeah.
last time.
I would say you don't need
Um,
all the games in this. Maybe just, maybe just buy one collection. You'll be happy with that. I'm gonna go blow my
yeah,
nose. I'm like stuffed up right now.
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Um, I wanted to play Mega Man Battle Network growing up, but I was too busy playing like Pokemon and a bunch of other shit, so I didn't. um, but this looks cool. I mean, I never got a chance to play them growing up, so I might just pick up this collection now. Hambo was in the chat earlier. What's up, Hambo? He was saying it's an instant buy for him. He's waiting for this collection forever, which is cool. I found out recently there's like a huge like collection of like Mega Man Battle Network fans. I can't remember where I was reading, but some YouTuber was talking about like there's like this big like competitive scene for Battle Network that's been like brought to life again with like emulators and some other like modifications to make it playable online. Like there's a huge like competitive scene for it that I had no idea existed.
Okay. What are we talking about now?
Talking about Battle Network still, apparently,
Oh,
I have to find the video, but there's like a huge competitive scene for Battle Network I didn't know existed.
competitive battle network. How does that work?
Well, because Battle Network's like a collectible card game, like right? So I think the later
Uh
games had like versus modes that you can play against other people. Like you can put your deck against someone else's deck.
oh yeah, yeah.
So I guess like there's an emulation scene that emulates some of the later games that had that feature. So you can play online on your PC. And there's like a small competitive scene. A small but very dedicated competitive scene to Battle Network, apparently. That I had no idea existed. So I wonder how they're reacting to this game coming out.
There's been other like clone games like in that style that's come out. I think One Step from Eden, is that what that fucking game's called?
I think so, something
Is
like
like a
that.
battle network type game. There's a couple others that like do that style of gameplay.
Yeah, so that's cool. I wonder how the competitive scene's like reacting to that. Or do they have like an actual like official way to do this?
Uh
There's also Pac-Man World Repack coming out, which who was asking for Pac-Man World? Like, is Pac-Man World good? I never played it.
no.
No, it's not good.
No. Uh it's very like mid late 90s platforming, Like uh like the platform era of like N64 and like Croc and
Yeah.
Glover and shit. Like that's really what like this game is. So it's from the golden age of platformer 3D platformers. Uh, so no, it's not great. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it.
I mean, good for them. There's got to be an audience for it. At least
Let's skip to
someone will buy it.
Rabbids. Let's talk about
Yeah,
Rabbids a
same. I
little.
want to skip to Rabbids. Rabbids
Yeah.
looks fucking dope. Mario Rabbids. So the first Mario Rabbids kind of came out of nowhere, and it was fucking awesome. I still gotta go back and finish it. It was the first game I got for my Switch. I gotta go back and finish it. Um, but this looks like more of that, but better. Like for
Yeah.
those who don't know, it's a crossover between Mario and the Rabbids games, but it plays like an XCOM style like turn-based strategy game with
Yeah.
the Mario twist. It's fucking fun as shit. That's all I can say. It's really fun. And this game looks like it's doing the same thing, but instead of being on a grid, you have full 360 movement during your turn. within like the actions you can perform, which is genius. I would have never thought to do that. Like it makes so much sense to just do that, take the route you want to take instead of like selecting a grid, having a character run for you. That just speeds things up so much more
Yeah.
without sacrificing like the strategy that comes into it. And look at fucking Mario. He's strapping. He's got two guns and shit. Like, what is this, dude? um, like if you haven't played Mario Rabbids yet, it's a lot of fun. Like, there's so much strategy to it. It's really charming. It's really funny. The game's not afraid to like kind of make fun of itself a little bit, which is what I really like about it. And this game is just showing off more of that, which is awesome. And Bowser shows up in this with like some fucking rocket launcher. It looks cool as shit. Um, yeah, dude, this looks amazing. Like, I really want to pick this up. I mean, it makes me want to go back and beat the first one so I can play this. Like, have you played Rabbids at all? The first one?
No, I'm not really into like XCOM style shit anymore, but it looks dope. It looks dope. It's more like an XCOM light. I don't think there's permadeath. I don't think Mario can just straight up die, so I guess that's good.
Yeah, it's very light on it. And what's cool too is that it's more like a puzzle game almost, the way it works. Because
Yeah.
there are even some challenges that, like, oh, here's a character you have to use for this challenge. Beat this many enemies doing this move this many times in this amount of time. So it's almost like a puzzle game with the way it works. But again, it's very, very fun. Like, it's really charming. The characters are hilarious. The game, I laughed way harder at this game than I thought I was going to. And it's not afraid, again, it's not afraid to make fun of the concept. It's not afraid to make fun of Mario a little bit. It's really fun. It's really charming. It's really cool. And this game looks like more of that. So I'll probably pick this up when that comes out too. I was going to go back and finish the first one.
Yeah. Hamtaro's in the chat, just like you can be if you go to gameverse.com/Twitch or gameverse.com/Discord. He says, Insta fucking buy. Been waiting so long for this banger.
Oh, yeah, he was talking about Battle Network.
Oh, Battle Network? Okay.
Yeah, he did that earlier. I did
Oh,
that
yeah.
already while you're blowing your nose.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. We do this live, everybody. So, this
Yeah.
stuff happens. But yeah, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope comes October 20th. Definitely looks good. Um, let's skip to RPG time, Legend of Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. This game
Awesome.
looks incredible.
Yes, it
This looks
does.
incredible.
Yes, it does. We talked about this a little bit the first time it got announced. We got to
Did
see a little
we?
bit more of it. Yeah, it got announced like forever ago. Um, but this looks really cool. We got to see a little bit more of it. And I like what I'm seeing here. The style's really cool. It's not like beholden to one style of game. It looks
Yeah.
like there's a bunch of mini games that you can play through. The art direction is really neat. I like the whole game takes place in a notebook, and everything is like hand drawn, crafted by hand. Really cool. I like the aesthetic. I like the style. This is awesome. That's all I can say. This is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I want to buy this. I'll probably pick this up when it comes out. It looks great.
Drops August 18. I want to get it on not the Switch though. So
I
I'll
will
have
be getting it exclusively on Switch. So
to.
Switch is great for indies, man. That's all I can say. Like, it don't take a lot to run. I can play it
Yeah.
anywhere I want.
I just I wish it fit in my pocket. That's all I want.
I know.
That's all I want.
I know. I want to see it, so I'm fine. It doesn't fit in my pocket. Um, we got to look at Sonic Frontiers. Now,
Yeah.
this trailer was a bit more impressive than the last one we saw,
Uh
but
okay.
but not a lot more impressive.
Well, the
you
problem
know,
here is that they're actually showing Switch footage, so it looks like shit. But they showed you more different shit than we've seen. So, uh, cyberspace, is that what they're calling it? Cyberspace.
I think so. I
Uh,
don't really. I care so little about Sonic now. Like,
they showed off the news like cyberspace shit, which is more like traditional 3D Sonic levels. In these like one-off sections. So you go into these cyberspace areas, and it's like a Sonic Adventure level. You're like behind the back Sonic, and it's like more set piece shit, which is like cool, but you know, still it's like Sonic
Weird to
shit.
like segment that out though. Like,
Yeah,
if this is the whole game, going to like these cyberspace levels and playing them, like why does it have to be like open world? Why don't you just have it be level based with the cyberspace stuff?
I just like how different this game is, especially since
It's different.
it just looks like Sonic running around in PSO 1. If you ever played Fantasy Star Online, the first one, you'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking, because it looks like the
With the environments.
yeah, well, like it looks like the uh when you beat the game and like you've released, like you've killed Dark Falls and the land is like rejuvenated, it looks like this. And uh yeah, so I'm like, they just took Fantasy Star Online, even some of Fantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis looks like a lot of this too,
I'll have to check
which
it out then. I mean, it looks, that first trailer they showed off, that first like gameplay reveal was a bad move. It looked like early
yeah,
access as fuck. This looks
yeah,
significantly less beta, but still not. It hasn't sold me on the game really.
but
It's
it's all from like early stages of the game, so I'm sure like once you progress a little further, things get a little more complex. I would hope things get a little more
I would
complex
hope
and
so. Yeah,
interesting. So
it's coming out this holiday season, so
yeah, so we'll find
let's
out
hope
one
it's
way or the
ready.
other.
Let's hope it's ready
Just
for release. Dude.
Disney Dreamlight Valley. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
Animal Crossing Disney. Like,
Yeah, there's nothing stand out about this game on Switch, which is crazy. Uh, so that's interesting.
yeah, I remember I saw that too. The same thing. I've never seen an early access game on Switch before, so
Yeah,
I mean, it's a Disney game, so hopefully, they'll stick with it and actually finish it. But I don't know, man. I mean, it looks like Disney Animal Crossing, which I would assume, I'm not big on the Animal Crossing scene, but I assume there's a lot of overlap between Animal Crossing fans and Disney fans. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like it seems like people who are hardcore into Disney are probably hardcore into Animal Crossing. Like I feel like there's a lot of overlap there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just talking about my ass, but I feel like there's a lot of overlap there.
Yeah.
So this seems like a pretty cool idea to check out. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna ask my wife about it. She'll probably be into it and see what she says. I'll probably pick it up for her. Dropping July 22nd. Every time I see this game, it looks more and more incredible, dude.
Still looks good. Yeah.
Still looks good. There's a demo out for Switch already. I gotta pick it up. I haven't played it yet, but this looks really cool. It's got this like HD pixel style with high resolution pixel based graphics with more high definition lighting. Oh, excuse me. High definition lighting and some more high definition like effects to like bloom and what else is there? There's a bunch of effects here that you wouldn't
Yeah.
see in like older SNES games. So I like what I'm seeing there with that. I really want to play it. I've heard good things about the original Live Alive, so this new Switch remake was going to be fantastic. You want to skip Doraemon? You want to talk about that?
Minecraft Legends.
There you go.
I don't
Minecraft
have much to
Legends.
say about this other than this looks. I feel like they announced this during the like Microsoft thing, but maybe I wasn't paying attention because I don't
I think they
remember.
showed it off really quick. I think they're
Did
like, "Oh,
they?
Minecraft Legends is happening, and we're
This
getting more
looks
look."
this
Yeah,
looks more interesting than the description sounds. Like I didn't realize it was like
Minecraft
real
RTS,
time.
like, yeah,
Yeah. Well, like you're actually controlling a guy, and then like it seems more like an overlord. Like you're taking control of your minions and then sending them into battle like an
yeah,
overlord, more so than like a I don't know any other strategy. Get like I don't like
yeah. I'm
yeah
not
I don't
seeing
know
any resources to manage. I'm not seeing like bases to build, or if there
yeah
are, I'm not seeing them.
yeah Like a Pikmin. It seems more like a Pikmin than a
There you go. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
which I'm okay with. Like Pikmin's dope.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's cool to see Minecraft kind of stretching out, doing some interesting stuff. Like the
Yeah.
Minecraft universe has a lot of potential to do cool stuff, so it's cool to see this happening. We gotta
Um
look at Dragon Quest Treasures. That's dropping December 9th.
it looks like a Pokemon that's not necessarily Pokemon, but like a Pokemon. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a Pokemon that you wish Pokemon was more like this instead of the shit that it keeps churning out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I know what you mean.
you're taking direct control of the monsters, and you get to interact with them in the world and take advantage of their
That's something I think is
abilities.
really cool. Like the way she like jumped off her slime to get higher, that he
Yeah,
rode on his back to like fly around.
yeah.
And you're fighting alongside them. So I think it's like Digimon, right? Doesn't Digimon do that?
Uh,
The Digimon Survive games?
no.
No? All
I
right.
think Digimon Survive is a fucking visual novel, but
No, the Cyber Sleuth is a visual novel, right?
oh
Or is it like an RPG?
no,
Fuck, I
Cyber
don't
Sleuth
know,
is the
dude.
RPG. I think Digimon sucks, dude. I can say that with the utmost. Digimon's trash.
How about that Pokemon?
Pokemon's better than Digimon, but
Ah,
at least Digimon gets a little more creative with their shit. I can
yeah.
respect that. But this game looks fun though. This
Yeah, it
Dragon
looks
Quest game.
cool.
So if you
Yeah, it
like
looks
treasure
cool.
hunting,
Yeah, it looks really cool. I might check it out, but we'll see. I'm playing so many games right now. I can't keep adding games to my list. Um, Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes is available now. If you guys don't know, it's the it's the new Musou Fire Emblem game. Looks pretty cool. I mean, you know, those Musou games get really creative, so it's cool to see Fire Emblem kind of adopt that.
yeah,
No Man's Sky is coming out for Switch October 7th. Like, I don't think anyone saw that coming.
yeah. I think they announced it already. They're
Did they?
just reiterating. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like they did.
We got a couple like quick games to hit through, like Playtale's coming
Cloud
on Cloud.
version,
So, you know,
interesting.
skip it. So skip it. I'm gonna skip it. Portal Companion Collections available now,
Yeah,
which I didn't see that coming, honestly.
yeah.
Like, good game
What
though.
do you think they every time they show this game coming to like a different platform or whatever the fuck, the voice, the voice comes in and like says some shit. Do you think it's the same woman doing the voice every time they show a new thing in this game, or is it
I
like
think so.
they bring
Like,
someone new in to kind of sound like her?
I would assume it'd be the same person. Like, why wouldn't it be?
You would hope it is, but I feel like I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like a lot of work to be doing for just you know 20 seconds of an ad for the new thing that they're doing with this game.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
work with Valve. But I would hope it'd be the same person. I mean, it can't be that hard. Like, you know, have her record some lines and then put it through a synthesizer. You probably don't have to like bring her into like a recording booth, really.
True. That you're trying to solve, which is really cool.
Yeah. That's really cool. You're not just like kind of mindlessly like harvesting stuff and going from day to day. There's like an overarching like JRPG-esque narrative you gotta like play through, which
Yeah.
is interesting. This might be interesting. I might wait for the reviews on this one to check it out. but it's a cool concept. I like this a lot, and the combat looks like JRPG action as fuck, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm okay with it. And then they dropped a major bomb with announcing they finished off with the Persona series coming out on the Switch starting October 21st, Persona 5 Royal, but we are going to get Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable all released to the Switch, which is incredible. I've
Yeah.
wanted Persona on Switch for so long. I know a lot of people have been asking for it for so long. I thought we were going to get 4 before we got 5, honestly. But to hear we're getting all 3, 5, 4, and 3 is fantastic.
Yeah.
My only complaint with this, it's a pretty minor complaint, is we're getting Persona 3 Portable, not Persona 3 FES, but Portable. Those
Um
of you who don't know, um, so Persona 3 got a physical release here in the States, and it got an enhanced edition called FES. Think of it like Royal or Golden to 3. Now that added some extra content, some new demons or some new personas to fuse, and some
yeah.
extra endgame stuff to play
But
through at the end.
Portable also added some stuff too. It added like a whole new protagonist, the female
Yeah, added a new
protagonist.
protagonist with some new social links to go through,
So it's
but
like
it
I
didn't
think
have the FES content though.
yeah, I think like neither game has all the shit. So what
Yeah,
they should have done is just make like a Persona 3 like Ultimate or some shit
yeah, I agree.
and have like everything in that. But
I agree because a lot of things, Persona 3 Portable made a lot of concessions to run on the PSP.
yeah.
The cutscenes are all visual novel style cutscenes. You don't have those like anime cutscenes anymore. They're
Yeah.
all visual novel. Most of the 3D cutscenes too were cut out for visual novel cutscenes, which are good. They get the story across. It's very stylized, but you're not like running around the world anymore in a 3D environment. Now you're picking from like a map when you want to go places and visit people.
Yeah.
The dungeons are all done in 3D still, but that's about it. So it's a bit of a give and take, and also the FES content's not there, so you don't have that FES stuff to play through at the end of the game after you finish. You don't have that like that epilogue to play through. But it made a lot of quality of life changes. In the original Persona 3, people don't talk about this. Everybody loves to talk up how great FES is, but the reason why I played Portable instead of FES is because Portable lets you actually pick your character's turns, where FES, your characters react on their own.
Ah.
The only character you control in battle is the main character. You can issue orders, so you can tell your characters like, oh, be aggressive, be defensive, be supportive, but you can't directly control what they do. You can in 3 Portable. So that's another thing that there's no like ultimate version of the game, like you were saying. So it's a huge bummer they couldn't like do that for Switch. Clean that up, add that extra content,
Or just
and
everything.
make
It's coming to everything, so I feel like it's coming to everything for the first time too.
yeah,
So I feel like if they're gonna do it, they should just do it properly. But
I agree. I agree.
nah,
They could just call it Persona 3 like Ultimate or something and just added all this extra stuff
yeah.
to it. I don't
Persona
know
3
why they didn't.
Portable was my first Persona game. That was the first
Oh
one
yeah,
I played. Yeah,
yeah. Did you ever finish it?
never finished it, but I played a lot of it. I don't remember where exactly I was in it, but it'd be nice to go back and get back into it.
Dude, same. My first Persona game was Persona 4 Golden. I got that. I was working at this like electronics store. Like it's called Curaçao. It's like a Mexican Best Buy almost. And we were selling Vitas, and with my employee discount, I got it at cost plus 10%. And the cost of those Vitas were only like $80 apparently. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I paid like about 100, maybe a little under 100 for a Vita. I didn't have any games for it, so I went to GameStop, picked up Persona 4 Golden pre-owned. That was my first Persona game, and I fucking fell in love with the franchise ever since. After I
Yeah.
beat that, I went on to the PlayStation Store and bought Persona 3 Portable digital, downloaded it right to my Vita, played through that. Didn't finish it. Got to the end. Didn't save for a long time. Something fucked me and killed like 5 hours of progress. And I haven't
Shit.
had the soul. Yeah, I haven't had the spirit to like go back and play it again. Yeah, that's my bad. But I'm right at the end of it too. I'm on the last like a dozen or so floors of Tartarus. So I'm like right at the end of the game, but I don't have the heart to go back and finish it. But so it'll be cool, yeah, to play through that again. I fucking love Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden. I love 5 Royal. Kind of weird we're working backwards, getting 5 Royal first and working back to 3, but whatever. I guess
Yeah.
5 is the more popular one, so it makes sense to drop that one first. But it's cool to see it coming. Like, I'm excited to see it happening. And Xbox announced at their show that it's coming to Persona 5 and 4 coming to Game Pass, right? But I don't think they announced 3 yet.
Uh, no, I think all of them are coming.
All of them are coming. I can't remember. Yeah, you're right. All of them are coming. You're right. You're right. This was the first time we heard it like coming to Switch,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Like they're great. I think they'd be great handheld games, so I'm fine with it. PlayStation Plus games for July. We got a pretty good like lineup of PS Plus games, man.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot 4 is dropping for July. Which, if you don't know, the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy came out like last month. So there's your chance to like get into this. I tried playing the Insane trilogy. I didn't like it. I'm not a Crash fan, I guess. I never played a Crash Bandicoot game before in my life. I tried playing the Insane trilogy.
Oh wow. And yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
did not.
those games are well, they're you know they're old
It's
games,
very
but
stiff. It feels really stiff. I hate how stiff it is.
I think they changed some stuff for the re-releases. Um, so
That's what everyone tells me.
they control
Yeah.
differently.
Well, does Crash 4 play the same? Everyone tells me Crash 4 is great. So I might just play that because everyone tells me how good it is. And it looks really good, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Um, that's dropping July for PS4 and PS5. We got Dark Pictures Anthology, The Man of Medan, so another game from the Until Dawn guys.
Yeah.
That's dropping on PS4. Arcade Ageddon is dropping out for PS4 and PS5. So that's cool. All games will be available starting July 5th, so go check that out.
Arcadegeddon is a new release, so that is
Yeah.
launching on PlayStation Plus. It's also going to be on like Epic on PC. But it is like a battle royale. Yeah, it's a battle royale. But it's more
Is it? I'm seeing this dude like shoot guys. It looks more like a.
it's well yeah, you shoot guys, but it's like a third person shooter battle royale type thing.
I'm seeing
But
this dude shoot like random mobs.
let's
Oh, it's a roguelike shooter.
it's a yeah, it's a co-op multiplayer shooter, PvE, PvP, compete in mini games, find hidden chests, battle. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. I watched like footage of it and I was like, okay, this part looks like Fall Guys, but then they're like picking up like weapons and shit, and it looks like a battle royale. So I don't totally know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. This review says it's like a roguelike shooter, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
also
launching.
like online only single player, so I don't know why that needs to be done. There's some
Yeah,
online element here that like needs to be tethered to the game.
it's like a multiplayer co-op
I mean, I'll
PvP.
check it out, man. It's dropping what, July 5th? I'll check it out. July 5th. What day is that? Is that a Tuesday? It is. I'm off. Want to play it?
Uh, yeah, I don't subscribe to PlayStation Plus anymore,
Oh, that sucks.
but I don't know if it's on Epic for free. Maybe
Yeah.
get it
Keep me
there.
updated. Yeah, keep me
Yeah.
updated. We'll see. We'll get back. We'll circle back to that. Next, the Xbox app is available now on 2022 Samsung Smart TVs.
Yeah.
So starting today in 27 countries, you can turn on your Samsung 2022 Smart TV, navigate to the Xbox app, and connect the Bluetooth controller and play it, streaming it right from your TV, which is cool. I didn't
Yes,
know. I think PlayStation did that similar, right? With like Sony TVs, PlayStation
they
Now.
did. No, they did it with. I think it was with LG TVs. Yeah, in the
What?
before time, in the long ago, they did it with PlayStation Now. uh,
Yeah.
and then they dropped it, and I was like, why would you drop this? This is a great way to just not have to buy a console. You can just get into the thing and just start playing stuff. But they said, nope, we're not going to do that anymore. And then now here, Xbox is doing it on Samsung TVs, which I hope that's
Yeah.
where they start, and I hope they expand to other stuff. It'd be nice to
Oh,
just
me
get it
too.
on like a Chromecast or something.
Oh, me too. I mean, you can already like it supports like most cell phones, right? Like iPhone,
Yeah, yeah,
Samsung, and even Sony phones support Xbox, don't they?
yeah. And even Sony controllers, they say just straight up like Bluetooth controllers will work. Even the DualSense, they say specifically the DualSense controller will just
That's
work with this,
great.
which is crazy. So, and
That is cool.
even in their ad, they just have a DualSense controller just on the thing. So I like that they're just like so platform agnostic that they'll go and even just show like, hey, even the competitor shit works with this. So
I
fucking
love it.
do what you want. Like,
I want a tail end of this too. Hulu is running a special right now if you're subscribed to Hulu and you don't have a an Xbox Game Pass account. You can get 3 months of Game Pass free for being a Hulu subscriber.
nice, very nice.
So that's like a thing. I'll put a link in the chat for that. I try to sign up for it, but they're very specific. Like, oh, you need to have like a new Game Pass. It's for new subscribers. So
Yeah,
I can't take advantage of it, which is a huge bummer. But anyone else who wants to try it, if you already have Hulu, this is a great way just to get 3 months of Game Pass for it. So perfect timing. You got Hulu on your new Samsung 2022.
yeah.
Sign up for Game Pass. You can stream some games off of it and give it a try.
So that's my
Would you?
like the real like the biggest problem I have with this is it is only Samsung TVs and it's only the
Yep.
2022 model. Like you have to just
Yep.
have bought a brand new TV to take advantage of this.
Yep.
um, which sucks. It's only cloud streaming, so
Yeah.
you know that quality can widely, drastically vary. So it's still not perfect, but if you're in an area where, if you're in a situation where you can take advantage of this and it's like good, then it's still something.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So check it out.
yeah,
Even if like even if you are like gaming, if you haven't checked out Game Pass yet, again, we're not paid by Microsoft to say this, but it is a great service. Like
yeah,
I played a ton of great games on Game Pass. Far Cry 5, I was just talking about it. I played that on Game Pass. Which bummer, I forgot to mention with that, you have to sign up for Ubisoft Connect. It's a play through Ubisoft. So after you do it, you have to like sync your Ubisoft Connect account or make one if you don't have one, and you have to run it through that to play it. It's really annoying. But they do the same thing with like EA games, so I don't mind it too much, but still fucking obnoxious. I have to deal with it. But yeah, go check it out, man. Like, if you have Hulu, you don't have Game Pass, there's a great option to get into it and try it out. And if you just bought a brand new 2022 Samsung TV, here's a way to like enjoy some new things on it.
yeah.
In quickie news, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis is dropping to PS4 on August 31st. Didn't see that coming, honestly.
Yeah, but you know you would hope that it would happen eventually because it did eventually. The original did originally hit PS4 pretty late, but it eventually got there. So
Did it?
yeah, at
I
least
didn't know that.
in Japan it did. I'm not sure if yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
actually
know. I
not
thought it was
sure
like
if
an
it.
Xbox thing.
Yeah. Now the problem with this is that New Genesis fucking sucks.
Yeah, you were
Uh,
telling me.
Now I'm a huge PSO2 fan. I've been playing I think I have at least like 800 hours in it. More than that. That's just on the Japan server. So uh, I have a lot of time in this game, and it's just a fucking bummer how much New Genesis just sucks, man. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, man, you're
Uh,
telling me.
so it has the greatest character customization on any game ever, free or otherwise. It has the best character customization. You'll never run into another character that looks like you,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But
I
to
saw some
get
of the stuff
there,
you showed off with it. Yeah, it looked really cool.
you have to like drop money in the cash shop to get all the time limited costume and customization items,
That's less cool.
which sucks. But it's great. They call it Fashion Star Online because it's just like a fashion game. But I don't know. It's a free to play game, so it's not like you're not losing. You don't have to buy shit, but
Yeah, you don't have to buy
it's
anything,
like
but still, like, if you like it, like, put some money into it. You know, if you really like it.
yeah, uh, yeah. So yeah, going to PS4. So enjoy that.
Nope. And some new videos and trailers. You got the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection trailer, which we saw during the Nintendo
Yeah,
Nintendo showcase. We got a video about Skate. Apparently, there's a new Skate game coming out. Well, coming out, you know, or they show off pre alpha footage
yeah.
just to kind of show off that hey, we're still working on it. It's happening.
But like it
We're not
looks
done
good
yet.
though. What okay,
Yeah.
my main takeaway from this is they're like adding a lot more parkour. So you can just straight up get off the board and just do like wall running on your feet and fucking like running and jumping and climbing and flips just on off the board, which is cool. Uh but it looks dope. It looks great already, so I'm
Yeah, it looks really good. I never played a skate game, but I've heard really good things about them. I played Tony Hawk quite a bit.
yeah.
I loved Tony Hawk Underground. This is my shit. I fuck with Tony Hawk Underground hard. I played Project Wasteland, which had parkour too, surprisingly. It wasn't very good, but it was there.
Yeah.
And this looks like it's doing a lot of that, you know, showing off some of the parkour stuff, a lot of the skate stuff. The animations look really good. That's one thing about Skate that kind of set it apart from Tony Hawk. Is Tony Hawk was like a more of an arcade style game,
Yeah, yeah.
but Skate is like oh, there's like a skateboard simulator. You got to know like to push your board. You can't just hold forward and you'll move forward. You got to like there's a button to like push your board. The ollies are very realistic. If you don't have enough like momentum, you'll fucking biff it. So that's really cool to see. Um, I want to check this out. I never played a skate game before, and to my knowledge, never came out on anything other than like last shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't even like
PS3,
download it on
360.
Steam. Yeah, so I can't even like download it on Steam or anything.
I think you can
Um,
play it in the cloud on Game Pass.
I don't want to deal with that. Um,
But you can
but yeah,
always
so,
like get an emulator too. You can get like a PS3 emulator and do it that way.
I might end up doing that because I really want to play them. They look like fun. I feel like I'd like them.
Yeah.
And with this new one coming out, like just the bit they showed off, like the animations looked really good. When they showed off some more refined footage, like the character models looked really good. The way the clothes like rippled as you were moving looked really good.
Yeah.
Like it looks awesome. Like I'm definitely gonna check that out whenever it decides to release. Um, Last part of this, we got some game releases. Arcadegeddon is dropping on July 5th for everything, so go check that out. Eurokill, the combination games are dropping on PC, Switch, PS4, and PS5. It's like a ride style, like bullet hell shooter slash visual novel, so go check that out.
Yeah.
We also got Match Point Tennis Championships coming out on everything July 7th. I've never heard of this series before, but I guess it's a pretty big deal. Like people like these.
There's not enough tennis games anymore, you know?
No, there's not.
Like real ass tennis. So,
Yeah. So there you go. I feel like you're an absolute tennis head. You gotta get some tennis in your life. There we go. Talking on everything July 7th. So go check it out.
I don't know if this is like a licensed game. I don't know if they're using actual because you create a character. It looks like so,
Yeah.
and this looks just amazing. By the way,
Yeah, it
uh,
looks. It looks way better than it has any right to be,
I mean,
honestly.
yeah, it looks okay, but at the same time, it's like wow.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does not look like a 2022 game, but
yeah, hey, it's better than like if 2K, tennis 2K or whatever the fuck they
oh,
call
I
it.
know, yeah,
Like it doesn't have all that bullshit in it. So
yeah. It's a tennis ass tennis game,
yeah,
which is okay.
yeah,
It's amazing that the bar's so low. It's like, oh, there's no microtransaction, live service bullshit.
yeah,
Great, go check it out.
yeah,
July 8th, we got Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series, which is like a port collection of the Klonoa games.
yeah,
I never played Klonoa, but I've heard good things. People tell me
yeah.
they're good. So go check that out. That's dropping on like everything July 7th. And then, or sorry, July 8th. And then also on July 8th, we have Madison coming out also for everything. Kind of a surreal horror game, but it does that first person horror thing that I don't like. You can't fight back, you gotta hide and solve puzzles, which is fine, but
Yeah.
that's not survival horror to me. That's like a haunted house simulator, which is fine. People are into that. That's cool if that's your thing, but it's not my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll do it, man. That is it for the show. We went over quite a bit. Thank you everybody for sticking around with us. Listen to my annoying voice talk for the last like 2 hours. But yeah, man, tell the people where they can find us.
Guys, you can go to Gameoverse.com. Gameoverse.com/Twitch, Gameoverse.com/YouTube, Gameoverse.com/Discord, and jump in the chat with us. Hang out with us in the Discord. I'm
Sure.
playing video games like might jump into that Monster Hunter. Might check out Arcade-ageddon. I'm gonna try to like pick out of the new releases each week. I'm gonna try to like pick one and just kind of just check out one new release a week and see what's up. And I think it's gonna be Arcade-ageddon this week. Either that or Klonoa. So
Here you go.
yeah, we'll see. We'll check it out Tuesday. I'm hoping Arcade-ageddon is free on
Yeah, Sam.
Epic. It is early. Oh, it's $20. $20. So, oh, that's an Ilphonic joint. Okay. Oh, that's Okay. That's an Ilphonic joint. Yeah. They've done other stuff. So, yeah, we'll check them out. That's gonna do it. Here.
Peace out, everybody. Be safe.
Yeah.